Dreamers 5. I had just hand sketched a picture of Daddy Drifting Dreamers 5, right?
Mike holding the camera.
Yeah.
And how he always goes, dang.
Dang. So I sketched that out.
We that is hilarious to us. He does that good, and he's just being
it's an endearing
himself.
Yeah, it's endearing.
And so I was like, I told Diana, I said, man, you need to put that on a shirt and send that to them, and they need to market that or whatever.
So we did.
So
I
she
sketched
one out and
sent
them
off.
a couple of shirts, and we were watching some of their videos. They had gone to the fair, and listen, Mike, both were wearing the dang shirts,
the t-shirts,
and
it was exciting.
It was fun to see something that Diana created. It's a caricature shirt. Yeah,
just something that I drew.
And anyway, it was fun. It was fun for her to draw it,
and fun for us to see it.
Yeah, fun for us to see it
on them.
And,
so
they thought enough of it that they actually wore them out in public.
So it wasn't too horrible.
Yeah.
Wanted to be seen out in public
with
it. So,
yeah.
But then we wanted to. One of the reasons that we really wanted to make this video was we were trying to catch up. We've been gone to Arkansas all last week for 7 or 8 days at our place in Arkansas. We came back and we got behind on just several things. One of the things we were behind on was watching some of our YouTube families' videos, just to kind of keep up with what they're doing. And we also utilized some of their videos for ideas for our own, that sort of thing. So we were catching up, just letting them play. And we were going to, I think, go to somebody else's channel. And we hadn't planned on watching one of the videos because it was a recorded live. Wyatt, our dog's thirsty.
Yeah, I had been going through the videos one channel at a time so that we could watch everything, and pretty much got through everybody's channels, and it was just playing, and it was a live that Come On Homesteading and Ridge Life did together.
David and Tim.
Yeah, where David and Tim. David missed his live because he was on the road, and Tim was going to go. He does his live on Tuesdays, and Tim just told David, "Hey, just use my spot and invite me in," and so that video started playing.
We just let it play,
and we just let it play, and it was like, well, we'll get back to watching the other channels, just catching up. We'll catch up with that later. And anyway, it was they got to giggling between themselves as of, oh, this is a motivational live, and it really was. But it was good. They didn't intend it to be, because it was like Tim asked David, what are we going to talk about? And David said, we're just going to go with it, and they talked about whatever. And it happened to be about people helping people, and people caring about people, and people supporting people, and
taking
people
the first step.
Living a being dream. Supportive of folks that are just starting out, and the little guy or the big guy, it doesn't matter, giving those folks that support and that motivation and whatnot. And it's kind of funny that we were watching that video because
dun, dun, dun. Because
after 34 years of employment, turned in my letter of resignation yesterday to my employer, and I'm gonna like super early retire at the end of the year, and it's scary, you know. That's what I've done forever, but it's
he saw me just drop everything almost 12 years ago and move to the complete unknown. I did it after I met him. I ran with EMS, was in paramedicine, and left that behind and came up to Grand Prairie, where he lived at the time after we met, and now we're to where he's gonna kind of, well, I guess we're facing this one together.
This one's
almost complete unknown.
This is a us thing.
Yeah.
But you know, it's.
I've told him I've got a mustard seed, and I tell my kids the same thing, that my mustard seed of faith is big enough for anybody that wants to use it. It's big enough for all of us. But I can't implant that mustard seed in their hearts as strong as it's already in mine.
Yeah, I borrow hers a lot. And I'm gonna tell you, you ever seen a mustard seed? Pretty daggone small. Not hers. It's massive. Yeah. And
I'm a cup half full kind of person. I think probably my mom raised me that way. I think I'd rather, you have a choice how you look at the world, and I'll see it as half full, no matter the circumstances. And wow, I didn't expect this. But no matter the circumstances, you have a choice, whether, life or death, whatever the circumstances. How am I going to address it? How am I going to tackle it? And he has kind of always been a little bit of it's half empty instead of it's half full. But it's because he feels very responsible for the people that he loves. And while I feel that same way, I just can't take life so seriously that you forget to live. And that's what I'm pushing with Dennis. And I almost started doing a hippie dance when he said he signed his resignation letter and turned it in. So
we'll see what happens. It's definitely gonna. Talking about change, man. Yeah.
We're gonna start eating corn like my sister and I did at Texas Tech. We ate corn, and we ordered those stupid brown bag specials at Sonic where you got 2 burgers, 2 fries, 2 drinks, and then those little stuffed weenie dogs. They even put them in the brown bag specials back then. So we're gonna start eating corn and whatever else we can grow on the mountain in Arkansas.
There won't be no brown bag special.
Won't be.
The nearest Sonic's way too far away,
yeah. and they're too expensive nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll have a whole lot of video coming out the next 4 months or until the end of December. It's going to be just kind of a madhouse, I think, of us trying to divvy up where expenses go, what we want to have done before the end of the year, and preparing to move come January, if not prior to that. We're excited about it. I'm thrilled because Dennis, he loved where he was working, but the stress that he was enduring every day And he got up at 4:30 every morning. He was gone to work by about 5:30. I guess about 5:20.
5
Yeah.
o'clock, doesn't know.
And it was getting to where he was just coming home, and he kept describing to me that he had a rubber band tied around his chest, you know, and just felt like he was just going to suffocate, scream, or otherwise. And
I'd pace the driveway
yeah.
about 10 minutes every morning, talking myself into getting in that truck and go to work.
And saying
shouldn't have to do that or do that to yourself, and just coming home with a tight chest every day. And it's like, I think I'd rather won't get penalized for retiring early, because the early retirement where I work is actually age 60, and I'll be 57 in December. So I'm going to take a 15% hit. Yeah, why don't you just stick it out? Well, I could do that.
Except he's probably going to die of a heart attack prior.
Yeah, 3 years is a long time, and I may not ever see that pension, because I won't live long enough to get any of it. So I'd rather have 85%, be poor, hang out with mama all the time, eat corn, maybe a Sonic once in a while, but
really,
we gotta go to town sometime.
Okay. But town doesn't have oh wait, the other town does.
Yeah, our little town, it don't have nothing. I can go get a haircut.
We can get a gas. We can buy gas.
We buy gas. But anyway, I'd rather have 85% of something than 100% of nothing. And I feel that at the current pace I was going, that I would have never be able to see retirement. So I did probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life, and walk away from a job after 34 years. And I'm scared to death. I've got to find health care, and how am I going to pay for that?
Yeah.
And,
anybody that can point us in a direction there, just
we got a 20-year-old, which is going to be 21, but she's trying to get her sea legs under her and get her life together. She's just got a job and she's loving it, and here she is finding a job, and I'm finding myself without one. And
on purpose.
It's a good and a bad thing. The good thing is that, hey, she's working and she's learning some responsibility and whatnot, and
she could pay our bills.
Hey,
yeah, dude, we gotta remember that one.
Yeah, she's mine. Anyway, so the good and the bad is, she's got a job. The bad is that I'm leaving mine, but we all live in this RV together, and this RV is going to go 7 hours away, and she just started a new job, and I don't know what we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how this is going to pan out.
And Dennis has been very much responsible for Lacey, and we've always tried to make sure.
I'm not going to run off and leave her.
Right.
Yet I hate for her to have to quit her job that she just got, and she worked her tail off to get it. She applied to so many places, and anyway, we'll figure this out. Lots of prayers and stuff like that, and we'll just see what happens.
Mm-hmm. One step at a time.
But I'm looking forward to our migration to Arkansas, and our
like salmon.
new
Is that like a
new
salmon
venture
boat?
in life, and just
Geese, maybe
it's I guess treading new water. Treading new, is that the name?
I'm still stuck on the migration
Migration?
metaphor.
Well, hey, man, it is a migration. We're migrating north.
Migrating north.
That's right. It's a lot cooler there than it is here.
But we have listened. We've listened to a lot of people, a lot of advice, a lot of pointers, a lot of this, a lot of that. But it was just funny, ironic that he had just turned in his notice yesterday for the year end. And David and Tim on Ridge Life and Come On Homesteading happened to be on the videos today saying, you know, if you can, take one little step at a time toward your dreams. Well, we've been doing that for, I don't know, a few years. We started preparing, downsizing. We started preparing, started getting ready for things. We sold the house, made all sorts of improvements to it on our own, and sold the house, put everything in store. Just little by little, we've made all these little steps. And then David made the comment, but if you don't want to take little steps, just leap off and, how did he say, jump the whole way or make the big jump. And Dennis said, I think that's kind of what I just did.
Yeah, we in the deep end, that's for sure.
When he wasn't, it was just one of the final steps in getting up there, and it feels and is a major step. But
and it's funny because this was David and Tim's live from a week ago, yesterday. But when we got back from, I call it Arkansas. That's our Kansas. But catching up on all the videos and stuff, I mean, you know, Drifting Dreamers 5 and
Simple
Life Reclaim and Country Road Cure,
and then Ridge Life and Come On Homesteading. Come On Keeping It Real.
Ridge Life and Come On Homesteading, White Rock and all that.
Bobblehead.
We watched
White Rock Homesteading.
We watched those guys, but we were catching up with the folks that we started out watching, which was mainly Come On Homesteading, Simple Life Reclaim, and Anthony and Roxanne over at Country Road Cure. And of course the Drifters came in and we've started watching them. But everybody, all those groups or channels we watched, something has happened with them within their lives that it seems like the videos that we've watched, or a lot of them we've watched, they're very motivational to me. May not have been to anybody else, but it seemed, you know, I sit there and I think back and it's like, well, you know, there's been several days of nothing but positive motivation for to do something new, make a change, you know, do something good for somebody or whatever. It's all been motivational, and it's like, you know, it kind of makes me feel, I guess, better about my decision.
Well, it kind of opens your eyes to.
It does, and
don't wait. That old
I'm getting
cliche,
too old to wait.
Yeah, that old cliche about you only live once.
Well, that is a true statement. That's not a cliche.
Yeah.
You get one shot in this life, and it's now, and it's what you do with the time you have here. It's like David said in their video. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed the next 30 seconds. You know, make the best out of the time that you have here, and don't be afraid to do the things that you dream of or wishing to do or whatever. And you know, I'm not getting any younger, and I can tell right now my health is not what it used to be. My strength is not what it used to be. My what would you call it? My get aroundness is a whole lot slower. Hurts a lot more. But I want to be able to get out and explore and play on the property that we bought. And just enjoy life, enjoy what has been created for us here on this earth, and give me the opportunity to be the good steward of our 88.01 acres, and be the good steward of our place and play and
share
and be one with nature and share it with others.
That's another thing we're this YouTube channel will serve a purpose for, is giving some recordation. That was something else really that I guess David talked about. Some recordation for grandkids and great grandkids, and they can look back. Oh, guess where our sons and daughters can go. Oh, look, this is where Pops and Nana did this or this. And
because David mentioned, I've heard of stories of what Grandpa did, and okay, well, you have to, and I'm in the same boat. Great grandma, and great grandpa came to Texas from Oklahoma in a covered wagon. My grandmother was telling me that, and okay, you got a picture in your mind what that looked like. With the YouTube, in the way David was, the way David was saying it, our grandkids and great grandkids and great grandkids, they don't have to picture in their mind what grandpa or great grandpa or great grandpa did. They can actually see it. They can see what that man looked like in motion, not just a still picture of this. This is what grandpa looked like, and here's what he did. They'll be able to look at this camera. Well, probably not this. They'll have something a whole lot better, but they'll be able to see us, what we were doing in our element and what was, making us happy.
And what drove us.
And what
and
motivated us to,
Because we have electric personalities. Anyway. Is that not it? I don't think that's the word anybody's ever used.
Oh, yours is
describe us that way. Electric, more like.
Well, yours is
What is
yours
it?
is yours is electric. Yours is nice and flowing, and and stuff like that.
That kind of electric.
No, that's me. I'm the fence charger.
Anyway, we're gonna cut this off.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to share